Aniruddha Rumale sir is also been available here. So once again, I welcome all the participants for the day two second session on copyright. So sir will focus on the drafting part also. So I request Ms. Nisha Sharma madam to kindly introduce about the Dr. Rumale sir. Nisha madam.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, all. Here, I would like to, introduce to our eminent speaker, Dr. Aniruddha Rumale. He has completed his PhD in Computer Science Engineering from Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, and he has more than 20 plus years of experience in the education sector. And under his cap, he has published three technical books and three non-technical books, plus two books are in progress. And in the paper publication field, he has 30 plus, including 9 international journals and 9 national journals, and the other remainings are in other conferences. And he has been the reviewer for IEEE transaction on cloud computing since 2016, and also the reviewer of Elsewhere Computer Security from 2016. And he has also been the certified Publon reviewer for ESCI and SCI Index. So this was just the overview of Dr. Aniruddha Rumale's sir's profile, and I would request sir to start with the session.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. So I'm just asking, whether my browser is visible. I shared you the screen, but I'm actually starting with the browser. Is it visible?
Yes sir, it is visible.
Okay. So why I'm saying that is because I have not prepared any, you can say, presentation or something like that to show you. Instead, what is decided to give you the actual, what you can say, or a direct demonstration of how to file your copyright. Okay. So what I expect from all of you.
उशी आणि पेन.
Okay. What I'm expecting from all of you, this is all the participants, that if you are having any document that is created by you, this may be your teaching material like a PowerPoint presentation that you are giving in your college to teach something, or say something, ask some scrap that you have written, anything, okay. And if you are willing to go through the process, then you can use this. So first, that is what I want you, that is, if you miss something, you can go to the YouTube afterward. Okay, you can go to the youtube.com. There you are having this my YouTube channel, Tutor S Rumale, on which I have already uploaded one video on how to file a copyright. Okay, and you can also use that video for we can say the lateral reference when you go for filing your copyright. Okay, so this is my channel, Tutor AS Rumale. Okay. I'm right now having the 443 subscriber, and here I'm having this video on copyright e-filing procedure on copyrightgo.in. Okay, so simple thing that is that if you miss anything in this session, you can go for the lateral reference on the same I can say YouTube channel, and I also invite you to subscribe my YouTube channel. So let's start with the copyright procedure. First, you have to go to this site, copyright.gov.in. So when you go to this copyright.go.in, you will see something like this. In between, any participant, if you are having any type of query, questions, or any doubt, you can simply type that in the chat box so that I can read that question and can answer you. So if you go to the copyrightgo.in, this is the first screen that you will get. Here it will show you all the applications that Copyright Office received till August 2020. Okay, and they processed the application till September. In the month of September, 702 applications are received. Registration happened, that is what you can say. These are the registration happened in the year 2020, 1243, and in September 347. So whatever the status of copyright application that you are having, and then you are having this next screen, which actually shows the details of what you can say, the search of the registered work. Means, say suppose you want to copyright something and the work is already there. Okay, then now before going you can say further, I first have to tell you something about the copyright. I'm not going to take hours for that because Dr. Sahu actually have given a very in-depth information about copyright, trademark, and all the things. So first thing is that there is two type of copyrights. One is called as natural copyright. Means as soon as you create anything, even if you copy something, that copied what can say material is considered as a copyrighted material of you. So that is called as a natural copyright. But the only problem is that natural copyright is not you can say that consistently or that strengthfully protected by law. So you have to go for the legal copyright, and for legal copyright you should have to pay certain fees. Okay, certain fees to the government for different things. So we already have learned about the copyright and its detail. So if you go through this site of government, you will find all the details available here. So as per the copyright, means if you learn in Hindi, you can learn in the Hindi, English copyright rules, and likewise these things are given. And here if you see, it also shows you what are the this is for e-filing of application. We are going to see that. Now what is status of application, received application, work awaited application, application for hearing, and details of the processing fee. So let's see first the details of processing fee. Okay, I'm just clicking on that because instead of going through somewhere, so here are the details of processing fee. So there are two type of copyrights again in a legal. One is called as the academic copyright. Means you simply want to protect your work, but you are not want it extensively protected. Okay, means if someone infringe, you can raise the voice, but you don't want government to say. For example, if you do not want that, then 500 rupees is the fee for your literary, means whatever educational material, whatever fictional material, whatever musical material, whatever artistic work that you create. But if you really want a commercial copyright, then you have to go for the licenses to republish those things. 5,000 rupees. If you want to broadcast something, for example, right now we are having this conversation, okay, and because this conversation I am delivering it, but this complete event is actually organized by first year department. So automatically the entire copyright goes to this conversation to the first year department. So if someone want to broadcast the same you can say recording or something to the other people, they require to give the first thing, and that is what we call as a license for that, and that is called as a copyright license for one broadcast transaction. That is a 40,000 rupees per applicant per what can say citation. So if you go with this, then you have the 50,000 per like this. So if you are having again in a literally musical dramatic work, you can go for say thing literary artistic work which is used or is capable of being used in a relation to any goods or services. Means let's say suppose you created a simple song which can be used in an advertisement. Okay, then you can copyright that, but for that copywriting you have to pay 2,000 rupees. Okay, and in addition, for an application for change in a particular copyright entered in the registered copyright. So once you got the copyright, but you want to make some changes in that copyright thing, you have to pay extra 200 rupees or extra 1,000 rupees based on the conditions. So actually copyright office gives you all the details. Okay, so for an application for registration of copyright in cinematograph film, you have to pay 5,000 rupees per work. Okay, this is then 2000 rupees for say application for this. For an application for registration of copyright sound recording, you get 2000 rupees, and likewise. So these are the rates. So when you want to copyright something, one thing you have to keep in mind, whether you are going to get anything from copywriting that. For example, let's say suppose you created a teaching class notes and you want to get the copyright of that teaching class notes, then obviously the teaching class notes are generally created by copying the material of different people from the different authors, and what you exactly have the copyright not in on the content but on the design only. Okay, because content is already copyrighted by someone, but because you are using that content for the fair use to spread your what you can say education, it is not called as a copyright infringement. Okay, so now you want to copyright your class notes. The problem is that you can't sell it, so you can't going to gonna make any money, and if someone uses that, okay, to teach or something, you can't claim anything on that particular person. So in such cases, if you copyright, that copyright only add into what you can say the accreditation process of your college and your resume. Means you get your resume weighted by that, but it have no business value at all. And copyright is actually IPR, intellectual property right, is actually created in the world for the business value. So it's my strong opinion that if you for to make your college, or you can say make your institute, or even make your resume more what you can say appreciable, you can copyright everything that you create. Okay, everything. You say suppose today you are teaching say so subject 1 in semester 1, tomorrow you are teaching subject 2 in semester 2. For subject 1 you created some theoretical you can say material or lecture notes and some lab manuals, copyright them. Okay, the only thing is that when you copyright them, you have to keep in mind, you now have to make some changes in the content. You have to make some changes in the content, because if you try to copyright something which is content not you can say made any changes, and while using images and other things, so to do that copyright you have to make things more genuine. And if you are not if it's not possible, you should have to have prior permission from that particular person to embed his or her work in your copyright, that you have to go. Now we are going to see the actual e-filing of application. But prior to that, I just want to know whatever I told you till now. Is everything clear to you? So I just want a response from audience, because I don't know whether you heard me or whether the screen is visible to you or not. So if
Yes, sir. The
Yes,
first
sir.
it's
details are
visible.
clear.
Sir, it is
Okay.
clear, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
now,
sir. It's,
we are going to see now for the actual process. Now here, in fact, if you go frequently asked questions, you will get all the answers to your all questions in a very brief. Because if you go through the actual documentation of government, it is around something 100 pages something, and these are the simple questions that you require to go through. So before going for this copyright thing, if you want to go for e-filing of application, you simply have to click on this e-filing of application. So it will this window will open. You will ask, this is a complete procedure, instruction for filing copyright registration from online. This is a simple procedure given by the government. The only thing is that due to the COVID-19 situation, right now government has shifted from post method, that what is snail mail or the print hard copy method, to online method. So you don't require to submit anything physically now to the copyright office right now. Okay, and if the things goes on, maybe in future they are going to remove this thing for sure, because you have to upload everything in terms of. So now we have to do, if when you go for copywriting, you first have to register yourself, because right now you are not registered. The one thing is that all participants, if you are not registered to the copyright thing, just go to the copyrightgo.in, open this page, and do your registration by clicking on new user registration. So what I'm asking you, that is just simply going through this, you can directly go and register. This is just like you are creating a new email account. Okay, so you have to create your title and select the title. So Mr., Miss, Mrs., whatever the title you are having, your complete name, that is name, then surname, address line 2, whatever the star mark are the compulsory, what you can say, data. So that data required to be entered here. Then you have to select a question. For example, here you are in the question, how many children you have. Now the problem is here, actual problem starts when you go on creating your password and when you go on creating a hint answer. The simple thing is that is, let's say suppose you are having I myself have no children, so I can say 0 or null or no. But if someone know about me, then that person can enter that data, or if someone come to know about me, then that person can know enter that data and can we can say hack my account. And you know that it is an intellectual property and you have to safeguard your property. So whenever you choose any answer to such questions, no matter whether it is a copyright office account or bank account or email account, choose something a tricky answer which should not be actual answer to the question. For example, you can say how many children you have. This simple question, you can give the answer, okay, as many as I want, like that. Okay, or you can say infinity, or you can say okay, or you can simply type the name of some picture that you like. Okay, something which is actually not the answer to that particular question. Okay, and that is the only way that you can save your such accounts. Be attentive. Now the people, what they do, for example, if you choose this question, what is your spouse name, and say suppose your spouse name is something, or you use some pet name to for your spouse. Okay, and you type that pet name and someone know that pet name, then he can very easily hack your account. So use something which is have no relation with the question. Answer should have to be something which literally have no relation with the question. Security is very must in IPR. Then user ID, that is your username actually. Then the password, again when you go for the password, keep the password length minimum 8 character, and in a password use capital, small and special case letter. For example, let's say suppose you want to make a password here, you can say a password as capital X, small y, capital Z, hash 3 4, and likewise. Okay, so your password become quite unbreakable. And that again, one thing you can keep write it down on some paper or some diary if you are maintaining. Okay, and practice changing the password up every fortnight. It's actually not the part of copyright, but it's actually the part of securing your account. Then simply enter this QXRZRK, enter the verification code. Okay, and when you enter the verification code, the complete copyright form is there. You have to do the self declaration, select the part of self declaration here, and simply submit the form. So when you now submit this form, what happen, your account get open. So I think that everyone have created their account. Okay, I already have the account, so I'm not going to repeat the process. I'm just going to this home once again, and you can go with the e-filing application. Before that, just I'm showing you what I'm going to say copyright. See, here is I'm by profession computer engineering, but by hobby an author. So I many times write my poems and likewise, and I was quite busy. Here you can have this. These are the finished book novels. These are goes on. So last time I copyrighted the Bhakti Dara. Now I'm having this one poem, actually Shivadnya, a spiritual poem. So I'm going to copyright that. You can copyright even your technical material. The only problem is that with the technical material or teaching slides, what I see, you can't make any money out of that. Yes, there is no business value actually. So what I suggest from my side, I'm just showing you this thing. So this is a simple book as per the Google book available on Google. Okay, if anything which longs than 5 pages, called as a Google book. Okay, so this is a simple spiritual poem that is available on sale on Google book for 10 rupees. Okay, so I publish it sometime before in thing. So we are going to copyright it now. So what we are going to do is you have to go for the e-filing of application. Once again, now I have to enter the user ID. I mean, entering my user ID. So it's very plain, my initial name, and then I have to enter the password. So I have to remember the password every time, because whenever I do I have this bad habit of changing my password every fortnight. मतलब हर 15 दिन में मैं मेरा पासवर्ड बदल देता हूँ, और कभी कभी मुझे वो याद नहीं रहता कि मैंने क्या डाला है पासवर्ड. So I simply have to go through that password first. Okay. So I entered the password, then here entering the verification code, that HX, NL, A, and I think it is D. Okay, so submit. Let's see is the key enough. So I never save these passwords with browser, because if you save the password in browser, it can go with the things. So is say that is I'm already having the one registered application. Okay, and thing. So I simply have to go for the new one. So form XVS type, and here is there. So I'm seeing e-filing of application. So we are not going for say the old application that I already. So steps for e-filing of applications given. Okay, and here you have to go for click here for online copyright registration. So when you click on online copyright registration, you get step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. So these are the 4 steps that you have to use. So you should have to type with the things. I think everyone, if you are ready, then you can go. Now here you have to type your name. So I'm typing my name. Aniruddha, then address. So obviously my address, then pin code. I actually how this means I'm going to complete the copyright, but what you can say, there are some things which require to be very confidential. So I'm simply showing you right now. I'm saying this Wagholi as just the address. Okay, I'm not saying then this 400. Sorry, uh, some Indian date of dispatch. Usually when you say date of dispatch, always use the date of dispatch the same date. Okay, and you can say the save party details. So party details are saved. So this is what Aniruddha Wagoli, and say I'm type only the small thing. Okay, in accordance with rule number 17, and likewise. So you should have to type your full name. I just typed it. Now communication on this subject may be addressed to. Now this you can choose here. This again here your communication address. You can say Wagholi, and then your pin code. Okay. What pin code I entered? Actually, I am from Baramati, so pin code is not correct. Again, you have to enter your mobile number. My mobile number 9890177859. If you have any queries of regarding copyrights, you can go for detailed things. You can say simply I. After this, you have to say I accept. So when you say I accept, okay, it process the first step, and if there is any error in the first step, it will ask you to do, okay, or you see simply if you say then save, okay, and when you save data save successfully, okay, you have to save it first, and then it will automatically go to the step 2. Now here comes the category of applicant. I already shown you the payment. So if a category of individual is there, the payment for artistic work is only 500 rupees. For a business it is more, and for others accordingly, and government calculate is. So it says that is name, address and nationality of the applicant. So simply check this box, okay, and it will automatically upload whatever data that you actually entered in the first you can say this form, stage of the form. So here you have to upload your photo, okay, so you have to jpg file and a signature. So what you have to do, you can say, suppose if you go on browse, okay, and then you simply have to check the okay, sorry, this is my another YouTube channel Bhakti Dara, that's folders there. I selected it incorrectly. So you simply have to check with this, okay, photos. Is there images here? No, these images are not there. So these are my few research papers which are still in process of uh, thing. So you have to have one image and one signature image. Okay, so these two images you have to save of the particular size, and you can say this should have to be, signature should have to be less than 100 KB. So I shrink it is using paint, and it is 42.8, and this is for 15.5 KB. So I am uploading only one image simply to show you, because I know that is almost every one of you know this image. So ASR3. Now you have to upload the signature image here. So you can go and upload the signature image. So well, it's not going to accept. So I should have to upload that also, signature image. So if you say, and if you go with, so image get applicant signature like this. So applicant photo, applicant signature, that you have to upload signature file type and likewise. So if you upload this, you will get the things. Now what you have to do, nature of the applicant's interest in copyright of the work. So your research, what, who you are, that you have to specify here. So what you can be for this, I not uploaded my signature, author, owner, publisher, you have to upload your signature there. So author, owner, publisher, composer, producer or artist, that depends. So here I am the author of the work. So what you can say, the class of work that you have to select, is it a literary or dramatic? It is artistic. Now what is literary or dramatic? Anything which is written is called as literary. So it may be the scientific document, it may be your research paper, it may be some poem, it may be anything which is written in terms of text. So dramatic means you have written a drama, okay, or you have authored the drama instead of reading. Artistic means any drawing or any, what you can say, compose of the music and likewise. Cinematograph film means a drama that you recorded based on the script or even the cinema script also. Sound recording, music and computer software, these are falls under this class of work. So you have to say, if you return the computer software, a program, you can copyright it. Now again, computer software is patentable if it is genuinely have some innovative way of doing the things and require the actual setup of some hardware. Okay, so if it is patentable computer software, don't go for the copyright, because copyright won't actually provide that security of the patent. So literary work, dramatic. Now you have to give the description of the work. So you can choose any language here. But the problem is that many time what happen, if you choose a language, let's say suppose if I choose the Marathi language here, okay, then my keyboard may not work properly. Yeah, so that won't help. So something, here's the language of the work. Here you have to give the description of your work, then the title of your work, okay, and the language of your work. So Marathi language is choose. So one language is choose. After this language chosen, what happened with this? Okay. So here you have to give this name, address, and nationality of the author, and if the author is deceased, the date of his decease. Okay, so deceased means if the person is already died. So I'm not died. Right now I'm talking with you. So name, address of author, yeah. Then year and the country of the first publication, and name, address, and nationality of the publisher. So you can say this as same as applicant. Okay, so you get the data here. Now is it published somewhere? Okay, so year and country, and likewise. So if you say publish, okay, it become enable, because I publish it something. So I can say who is the publisher, and say same as applicant and as well as same as author. So same thing, if thing. So you get all this detail. Once these are done, the years and countries of subsequent publications, if any. Okay, so that are not there, so you can go, because this is published by me. Okay, so then you have this 11th, name and address of nationalities of the owners of the various rights in comparison. So you don't have anything, don't select anything here. Okay, and that's it. If you have any remarks, let's say suppose your article is available on a particular website, you uploaded it on YouTube, or it is available on Amazon. Okay, then whatever that information that you are having, you have to write that information here. Okay, once this information is written here, you have to say save. So it says please enter the category of applicant. We are not, I have forgotten to enter that category of the applicant while giving the thing, and we say same as thing. So it's an individual. Okay, so if anything remain from your side, it won't go further. So you simply have to say save. Once you go save, okay, it say that is in red. So whatever details that you actually forgotten to fill, it asks us. So what is say? Please enter year of publish. Let's say that is 2020 is the year of publish. Okay. Or you can go here, edit, and then you can see year of publish is 2020, and update the publisher detail. So like this you can upload this. Now nothing is in red, you can go and say save. So when you fill this form, because the fields get continuously, please provide details mark in red. Once again it says mark in red, I don't know what last time. What is mark in red? Okay, same as applicant, same as author, same as public. So when you say save, now it says saved successfully. Whatever that was required in step 2, we completed it. Now go to the step 3. Now what is step 3? So that is the work to be registered, an original work. Okay, a translation of the work publication. If it is a translation of work in public domain, you won't require any NOC. But if it is not in a public domain, it's private domain, then you require the NOC from the original author. No objection certificate from the original author or from the what you can say the original owner of that particular copyright material, so that you can translate it. Okay, then translation of work which copyrights subsists, yes, no, and likewise. Now because this is original, if we say yes, automatically everything this becomes disabled. But if I choose accordingly, it will ask you for the different field. So if the work is a translation, adaptation, these things are not there, so you are not going to fill anything. Work is original, and whatever the remarks that you want to add, you can add remarks here and can say save. Data is saved successfully. And then comes the typical part. Okay, then comes the typical part, and this typical part is this simple. It's very simple. It's calculated that for total amount for the submission is Rs 500 for literally dramatic work. Credit card you have to give this taxation, and likewise net banking you will be charged extra 5 rupees, and likewise, and you simply have to say pay. Once you pay, you get the diary number. I'm not going to show that payment because I have not filled the actual form, but I just shown you what I'm going to copyright. Okay, so this is what the thing. And once you say this, your copyright form is what you can say completed. So you can go for this thing. So if you have any questions, queries, and something, you can now put it, because yes, Facebook post can be registered. Anything which is you can say of you can say literary work, Facebook post, anything. Even if your message that you write on WhatsApp can be copyrighted. ओके, एनी पोएम, सीधी भाषा में अगर बोला जाए, म्हणजे आपल्या सर्वांना जर मराठी समजत असेल तर मराठीत म्हणायचं, तर तुमच्या घरी गृहिणीनं जर समजा तुम्हाला लिहून दिली भाजी सामानाची चिठ्ठी, ओके, ती सुद्धा तुम्हाला कॉपीराइट करता येते, बिकॉज इट इज अ ओरिजिनल वर्क ॲज पर द डेफिनेशन ऑफ लिगल डेफिनेशन ऑर लॉफुल डेफिनेशन. तुम्ही कॉपीराइट करू शकता. तुमच्या मुलानं लहान मुलानं भिंतीवर काढलेले जे वेडेवाकडे रेषा वगैरे आहेत त्याचा फोटो घेतला तुम्ही तो कॉपीराइट करू शकता. इव्हन तुम्ही त्या रेषाही कॉपीराइट करू शकता. तर प्रॉब्लेम काय आहे, त्या रेषा भिंतीवर आहे त्या मिटून जाणार काही दिवसांना. पण जर समजा त्याने एखाद्या बुकवर, इफ यू राईट समथिंग ऑन अ बुक समथिंग, then it can be copyrighted. Just any homework, say suppose that you can uh, choose for you can say copywriting. So this is what about the copywriting. Now how to improve the copywriting? First thing is that if your copy what material that you want to copyright is of composite nature. Composite nature means say you read the book. Let's say suppose you are from a civil engineering and you read a few books on the structural engineering, okay, and suddenly an idea flash into your mind, and you start after reading those books. Now you know that that idea flash into your mind due to those books, so you started writing that idea and you come up with a very good book, a very good literature notes. Okay, a small say you means read the book each of 1,000 pages, and for this 10-20 books that you've gone through, okay, you actually extracted its meaning into say 100 pages of small book. This is a composite one. This is a book that you created. This is your lecture notes that you created. In such cases for composite, you should have to mention what we call as a citation and references to that particular book, and if are you have to take a special permission from the authors of that book. So don't forget to drop say an email to those authors and try to get the permission to use some material from their book. There is a very what can you say good example of such thing. We actually I don't have to make this, but there are many authors happen in the history, world renowned authors who were actually respected by the world for their literary knowledge and their what you can say educational towering, but just they forgotten here and there to mention from where they actually so collected the source of information. Sometime their literary work come in a doubt and they actually what you can say lost their claim on the particular copyrights. So if your work is like composite, means if you are writing a book or something, your work should have to be cited properly, just like your reference paper. So plagiarism check what we means. Okay, so zero plagiarism or null plagiarism is the best plagiarism. Okay, and if you are having more than zero plagiarism, means your plagiarism percentage is 1 2 3 4 5, then up to 15% plagiarism it is permissible. Okay, but in that is one thing. And say suppose you do not want to go through all this copyright, there is a creative commons, that means copy left something, what we call as that you collected this, you created this note and you just publish it in a public domain, so there is no copyright infringement in that case. Okay, so that you have to say. So Facebook posts, YouTube videos, WhatsApp messages, anything that you write, even the text message that you send to the person, good morning, good evening messages, all those can be copyrighted. Any questions, further questions? Well, if you are having any problem in doing this copyright in something, you can go anytime through the YouTube channel Tutor AS Rumale. Okay.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
Unmute. Hello.
Hello,
So
sir.
there is a question based upon there is a one question in the chat box
Okay.
raised by Ms. Ruchita Singh. I would like to know if Facebook post can be registered.
Yes, I
Just
just
now you have mentioned. So, uh,
answered sir question that.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
I just answered the question about Facebook post can be registered and that can, then can be copyrighted. It's not something.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, madam.
So what is the next procedure, right? If I want to make my presentation, apply for right?
Means when you pay the fee of the copyright, you simply have to wait for the next 15 days. Okay, I'm going to show you what type of copyright certificates and everything comes to you. So when you so wait for say 15 days. Okay, after 15 days you get the this is the thing that I copyrighted. Okay, so uh, this is what you get from the Copyright Office, New Delhi, register number, a stamp one from the government. This is my one book on what you can say spiritual poems that I copyrighted. This is what you get, means whatever your work is there that get copyrighted and that by get signed. Every page of that book gets signed and stamped by the central government, and you also get what can say this copyright certificate. Okay, and you don't require to pay send anything by post, everything is online. So you so you get such certificate of copyright of this particular book. So now if say someone use my that book, because these are the spiritual poems, and say suppose in future someone go and use that particular poem for their cinema or picture as a song and something, I can claim that. And in that case they need to either take the permission from me, and if they won't taken the permission, they require to pay some fees to me. For example, if you go with this 5 point someone something, uh, what is the author name? I don't know. 3 Idiots पिक्चर बना था उनके इस पे, वो फिर से 2-3 बुक भी बने.
Chetan Bhagat.
Chetan Bhagat. I just taking it from. So he just copyrighted that. He self-published one of the book on Amazon, and that book come into a owner, that's a filmmaker, and they say, okay, we can adapt this book. So when they started go for adapting, they actually contacted Chetan Bhagat, and he become quite popular. Another example is Amish Tripathi. Okay, there is another example. There are so many examples of like for the copyright thing. You know that Lata Mangeshkar, who is the very well-known singer of the world. Okay, her voice is just mesmerizing. Yeah, but Lata Mangeshkar actually copyrighted each and every song sung by her. So whenever you listen to Lata Mangeshkar song, she is actually getting some royalty due to that copyright. Means nobody can use her song as it is, nobody can copy that song as it is without her prior permission, and that is what for the commercial purpose. For non-commercial purpose, copyright give no protection. Okay, so if you want to use Lata Mangeshkar song to make some money in your program, okay, you require to pay the some royalty to her, else or otherwise she can sue you in the court. This is a simple thing. And as per the calculation, or say some people say actually due to that copyright and something, so once she even got some 18 or some 15 crore rupees. Usha Uttap, she also copyrighted her songs. So the any song that's sung by the Usha Uttap, you can sing it on a commercial stage to make money, because if you go on making money as per the copyright claim she made, you have to pay 70% to her. So it's just like patent. Okay. Any question? Further question?
So in the chat box again there are two questions.
With document we have to submit no. With document you don't require to submit anything. Okay. And so there is no format to submit the work. Your work should have to be original, means it in any order. The only thing is that your work must have to be in a PDF format, or whichever format government is asking. It may be JPG, PNG, MP3, MP4, based on the type of material that you want to copyright. And there is no need of sending any plagiarism report. They have their own, what you can say, machinery to check whether the things are say bad or good. Okay, it's just like patent, means when you file for the patent you won't require to send a plagiarism report for the patent. Okay, they check for that. But it is always better to so remain at a safe side by adding certain what you can say genuinity in your work, and so there is no need actually to submit plagiarism report. But if it is a composite work, you should have to use the NOC, no objection certificate. मतलब समझो, if you are actually want to get a copyright for something, and the partial part of that copyright process is actually from what say something that you literally want to go say some other person, it's a translation. Okay, say suppose then in that case you have to take the NOC, no objection certificate, from that third party author. Or else say suppose you want to make the copyright, and the book or the material that you want to copyright is actually the creation of more than one person, means someone is with you, co-authors. Okay, and you want to take the copyright, you are the single applicant. So in that case, either you have to add the all applicants in the first form, add applicants, or if you do not want to add the applicants, you simply have to take the NOCs from all the co-authors, no objection certificate, that is they are willingly transferring all the copyrights to you, even if they are the co-authors. That means they are simply giving up all their rights. Again, there are two type of rights: legal and moral. Moral rights are always remain with you because they are natural rights. and legal rights are only protected by the law. So as law get amended, the legal rights may get you can say change, and like this. Any else questions, sir?
No more.
So I hope
No, sir.
I hope all of you like this session and enjoyed the session. This session, and I'm really thankful to the first aid department, especially HOD Jangre sir and the complete team of WPRC for giving me chance to deliver this presentation before you. Thank you very much. Sir, uh, can we stop here, sir, now? On what document, like what do you submit the work? It's a something any you can document. You can use the PDF file. Actually, I have to convert everything into the PDF. Word file is not accepted by government because Word file are editable. So whatever data that you create, you can create using any software. You can even scan a handwritten material, and then you have to convert that into the PDF or JPG or image file, and have to upload that. And again, some size is given for the documentation, for primary documentation, and for the data you can even upload that what can you say, the material for copyright in parts in the system. So I think Ruchita Singh, you got your answer.
Any more questions anyone is having? We are open
Thank
for
you.
the question answers.
So I welcome you all to join, subscribe my
It's
YouTube.
encouraging to everyone. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In the morning session, Dr. Anil Sauser, he has explained about all the theoretical process. Now you are given a practical also. So all theoretical and practical demonstration. After getting this, I hope every participant can go for the copyrights. Okay, and whichever the doubts and difficulties that we are facing till now, practical example. Because every part of this copyright filing is been explained by nicely explained by the Dr. Romale sir. So I appreciate your efforts, sir. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
sir.
much, and hope the support in future also. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
sir.
much, sir.
Okay, sir. So shall I leave, sir, meeting?
All the participants for patiently listening. Thank you. So today we are concluded because today we have only two sessions on the email. So if anyone who had missed yesterday's feedback also, so that link also once again will be sent on the email. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. डिस्टर्ब वगैरे नाही झालो, माझं सेशन चालू होतं, संपलं ते आता. नाही सॉरी कशाच. हा हा अच्छा अच्छा हा हा बरोबर. ओके ओके हा बरोबर हा अच्छा हम्म ओके हम्म हम्म बरोबर. हो काय म्हणतो बाकी. केलं असतं मी. हो ठीक आहे ना, बाकी काय म्हणतो. अच्छा टाकलं असतं रे, पण काय झालं नाही. हे, टाकलं असतं म्हटलं, पण पैसे नाही तेवढे माझ्यापाशी. हा हा काय म्हणते, काय म्हणते बाकी तर काय. काय काय हा बिग माउंटेन केला. वा. चांगलं आहे. हा हो हम्म हम्म